Back at Grady's Field for game number 27 of the 2017 Xenia Scouts season. The Scouts will take on the Cincinnati Steam, who come into Xenia to play two today. Game one of a doubleheader starting in just about 2 minutes. Gabe Genovesi here with you alongside my partner Andrew Alix on the Xenia Scouts radio network. The Scouts come into this afternoon's contest 13-13 in fourth place in the Southern Division. The Steam 16-11 in first place in the Southern Division, with the Richmond Jazz half a game behind them in second. The Scouts are 2.5 games back of the Cincinnati Steam in the division. This season, the Xenia Scouts are 2-2 against the Cincinnati Steam. The Steam swept the Scouts in the first two games, and then the Scouts answered with a sweep of their own in the next two. On the mound today for will be Jorge Lozano. Lozano, a 13.9 ERA, 1-3 in 6 appearances for Jorge Lozano. Opponents bat .400 against Lozano, but those who have been following the whole year know he had a couple shaky starts to start the year. He's been good out of the bullpen for the Xenia Scouts, and actually he pitched 2 innings against the Cincinnati Steam, picked up a win, only gave up 1 hit, no earned runs, and struck out 2.
And Gabe, that's exactly right. Coming back into this starting role, we're looking for Jorge Lozano to go back into the form we saw him in 2016, as well as what we saw him do with Wright State this past season out of the bullpen. So a big test for him, a big couple of games today, and the Scouts turning to Lozano in a big spot.
Lozano on the mound. Jace Mercer will be the leadoff batter for the Cincinnati Steam. He'll be followed by Aldo Buendia and Dallas Beaver, the 1-2-3 hitters for the Steam. First pitch of the ball game, low and in, 1-0. Mercer, a .266 hitter on the year, leads it off for Cincinnati, as he has pretty much all year. Bats from the left side. Fastball high and away, 2-0. Around the diamond for the Scouts, Joey Roddy at third, Aaron Takis at short, Ange Bourgeois at second, Kyle Casserly over at first. The 2-0. Fastball catches the outside corner, 2-1. Chris Ackerman behind the plate in game number 1 of this doubleheader for the Xenia Scouts. Now the 2-1 pitch from Lozano. Fastball chopped foul down the first baseline, 2-2. Jordan Lambert out in left for Xenia. Francisco Ondina in center. Caden Owens in right field. The 2-2 pitch from Lozano. Line drive, base hit, right field. Jace Mercer's on with a leadoff single to start off this ball game.
And we've seen what Jace Mercer's done all year in this leadoff spot for the Cincinnati Steam. And let me tell you, he's been very effective in that role. A lot of speed on the base pass. He'll give pitchers fits with the big leads that he'll take over on the first base side. So let's look to see how Chris Ackerman and Jorge Lozano work with the speedy Jace Mercer over at first.
And in steps Aldo Buendia. Buendia. Excuse me. I'm gonna have to get used to that name. Lozano throws over. Mercer dives back safely. Close play though. Good move by Lozano. Mercer a big lead. Aldo Buendia this is his first appearance with the Cincinnati Steam this season. Just joined the team last night. Lozano throws over again. Casserly has to scoop it out of the turf. Mercer dives back safely. Buendia playing shortstop today for the Cincinnati Steam from the University of Texas San Antonio with the Roadrunners.
Another great mascot name.
The first pitch to him. Pitch out, and Mercer does not take off. 1-0. Jace Mercer over there on the base pass, 14 for 17 in stolen bases this year. That is 4th in the Great Lakes League.
Well, one of the couple of guys that has gotten him was Chris Ackerman.
The pitch. Line drive, bloop, hit, right field. 2 straight base hits from the Steam to start this game off. Not the start Jorge Lozano was looking for.
Not at all, Gabe. And for Lozano, it's time to settle in. We've seen him work very effectively against this Steam team in an inning of relief. Actually got out of it by way of a 5-4-3 double play when he got himself into a little bit of trouble. But now with the very dangerous Dallas Beaver coming to the plate, Lozano is going to have to find a way to squirm his way out of this one.
Dallas Beaver bats from the left side. Andrew mentioned the dangerous hitter in Dallas Beaver, a 346 average. The first pitch, curveball, catches the outside corner, strike one. Dallas Beaver leads this Cincinnati team in hits with 37. In the designated hitter's role here in game number one as Lozano steps off the mound. Mercer leads off second. Buendia leads off first. Nobody down in the first inning for the Cincinnati team. No score. Now the 0-1 to Dallas Beaver from Jorge Lozano. And Lozano's going to step off as Mercer just keeps on dancing over there at second.
And we've heard Jace Mercer referred to as the human rain delay by his general manager, Brady Labor, and an accurate description there.
The next pitch to Beaver, a swing and a miss on the outside corner, 0-2. Jace Mercer, with those 14 stolen bases, he's not going to be afraid to take off for third. But as you mentioned, he's been caught 3 times this year. 2 of them were by Chris Ackerman, who's behind the plate today for the Scouts. Now the 0-2 pitch. Fastball grounded hard. Back toward the Cincinnati Steam dugout. We'll stay at 0-2.
Lozano with some room to work here ahead in the count. Don't give this guy anything to hit. Beaver's got all the power in the world if you give him a fastball on the outside.
Dallas Beavers 37 hits is tied 4th in the Great Lakes League. The 0-2 pitch. Ground ball up the middle. It hits Lozano in the ankle. He'll pick it up, fire to first for the out. The runners advance. Second and third, 1 down for Cincinnati.
And Jorge probably a little upset there just at the way that play went down, because had that taken a different hop, he could have gloved that one, gone to second and then for the, I guess it would have been the 1-4-3 double play, but it kind of ricochets off the ankle. It takes him a second to pick it up. He ends up looking over to second, realizing he doesn't have a shot and just has to go for one. So both runners advance 90 feet, and now with 1 out and 2 runners in scoring position, Lozano finds himself in quite a precarious situation.
In steps Alix Holderbach. He bats from the right side. Holderbach playing third base today for the Cincinnati Steam, a 340 hitter, second on this Steam team. The pitch. Fastball misses high, 1-0. Alix Holderbach wearing number 3 today. We found out that he forgot his jersey, normally number 12. All he needs is a deep fly ball here to score the first run of the game.
Big spot here for Lozano.
Jorge sets the pitch. Line drive, deep center field. Ondina going back, and it hits off the tip of his glove. 1 run will score. We're going to have a close play on the second, and Buendia is going to have to hold up. He couldn't read the ball whether Ondina was going to catch that or not, so only 1 run scores on the double from Alix Holderbach, but it's 1-0 Steam here early.
And almost a very good thing for the Scouts that Buendia decided to hold at third, because the throw from Ansbush out of the plate, way off the mark. Chris Ackerman was out of the, can't really call it the dirt because it's a turf field, but from the beige area that represents the home plate dirt, he was in the green area a couple feet away. And on that throw, Ackerman would have had to give it back to Lozano for a play at the plate. No question, or it would have been questionable whether Buendia would have been out at the plate.
Now the first pitch to Cole Murphy. A swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. Low and outside, 0-1. Cole Murphy, well, they say, the Cincinnati Steam say, welcome back, Cole Murphy. He was in the Cape Cod League, Ends up getting released from there, coming back to the Cincinnati Steam. He'll be a junior with the University of Cincinnati this upcoming year. The pitch, curveball high, 1-1. Murphy set the Cincinnati Steam single-season home run record last season with 12. He hit 305 for Cincinnati last summer, 13 doubles, 12 homers, 39 RBIs. The pitch. A check swing from Murphy. He went around once again on a pitch low and outside. again from Lozano, 0-2.
I hope Jorge recognizes that this is Cole Murphy, because I believe a couple of weeks ago he and I had a conversation about how he remembers exactly how to get this guy out. He said he wasn't much of a player, so we shall see.
Now the 0-2. Fastball inside just misses, 1-2. If you were to pick out a problem from Cole Murphy's summer in 2016, it would have been the strikeouts.
I could have answered that one for you.
47 of them. Now the pitch. Ground ball toward Bourgeois at second. He picks it up, fires to first, but Murphy gets the job done. An RBI ground out from Cole Murphy. 2-0 Steam here in the first.
And Lozano probably was looking for the strikeout there. He remembers the history. He remembers that Cole Murphy's kind of a extra base hit or K guy, not the stereotypical put the ball in play to get the run home. But like you said, he does the job, and just like that, 2-0 Steam here in the top of the first.
And in steps Matt Workington. He'll bat from the right side. The first pitch, curveball high, 1-0. 2-0 Cincinnati Steam over the Xenia Scouts here in the top of the first inning. Workington, a .322 hitter at the plate. That's third on this Steam ball club. Now the pitch. Curveball, line drive, deep left field. Lambert going back. It'll carry all the way over the wall. A 2-run shot from Matt Workington, and it's 4-0 Cincinnati.
And not the start Lozano was looking for by any means. And Workington just got a hold of that one and found the shortest part of the park, the short fence out there in left field. And that ball was gone. Lambert didn't really have a shot at it. So now for Jorge, it's going to be the task of how do you keep your head right in this game, already down 4-0. And for the Scouts, the question is, against Mitch Gremling, a guy who has a 4-0 record on the season, you're going to have to put some runs on the board if you want any chance to stay in this game.
And it doesn't get any easier for Jorge Lozano as Mike Moffitt steps to the plate. The first pitch. Deep fly ball, right field. Owens going back, makes the grab just shy of the warning track. Mike Moffitt, who has 8 doubles and 3 homers on the year, just missed that one. And Jorge Lozano catches a break to end the inning, but the Steam get damage done. 4 runs on 4 hits here in the top half of the first. The Scouts have some work to do, down 4-0, heading to the home half of the first inning. You're listening to Xenia Scouts Baseball on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network. To the bottom half of the first inning we go here at Grady's Field. The Scouts, well, they have their work cut out for them. A 4-0 Cincinnati Steam lead through a half an inning. 4 runs on 4 hits in the top half of the first for Cincinnati. Francisco Andino will lead it off for the Scouts today. The first pitch from Mitch Gremling. Fastball outside and away, 1-0. Ondina leads it off for Xenia, followed by Aaron Takis and Jordan Lambert in the 1, 2, 3 spots for Xenia. Ondina bats from the left side. The pitch. Fastball catches the outside edge. 1-1. Francisco Ondina, a 208 hitter on the year. Normally in the 9-hole spot with Ben Beachy out with a knee injury. Ondina now batting leadoff. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses outside, 2-1. 3 straight fastballs from Mitch Gremling. Gremling, a 3.22 ERA. He's 4-0 in 5 appearances with the Cincinnati Steam this summer. Now the 2-1 to Ondina misses low and outside. 3-1. Mitch Gremling has 4 wins. That's tied for the most wins in this Great Lakes League. No one else has more than 4. The 3.22 ERA is also 25th in the entire league. The 3-1 pitch misses outside. Francisco Ondina is on with a walk, his 19th of the year, that ties him with Ryan Park for the most on this team. 1 on, nobody down for the Scouts.
And, that's big. That's big momentum-wise. It's tough to go out there after allowing a 4 spot in the top of the first inning. But if you're the Scouts, still a lot of baseball left to play. There's very few games this season where the Scouts have scored under 4 runs. So the question is, how are you going to get them? And in this short 7-inning doubleheader game, they're just going to have to expedite the process a little bit. So now with Aaron Takis up and a runner at first here, the Scouts just got to keep chipping away, get runners on, and move them over.
Takis steps to the plate. He bats from the left side as well. The first pitch from Gremling. Fastball catches the outside edge, 0-1. Aaron Takis, a 267 hitter on the year. Only 1 extra base hit. It's a double. It came 3 games ago against the Richmond Jazz. Gremling throws over to first. Ondina dives back safely. Francisco Ondina, 5 for 7 in stolen bases this summer. The 5 stolen bases is tied for first on the Scouts team. Now the pitch to Takis. Fastball, line drive, left field, right to the left fielder, Moffitt. 1 away here in the first.
Yeah, hard hit ball there by Takis, just at somebody, but a good sign in some ways. There was a well-hit ball and a leadoff walk. So now Jordan Lambert to the plate. Let's see what he can do.
Lambert, also a lefty. The first 4 hitters in the Xenia Scouts lineup, all lefties. Lambert, a 289 hitter on the year. That's second on this Scouts team. The first pitch to him. Fastball catches the outside corner, 0-1. Mitch Gremling. We mentioned the ERA and the 4-0 record. Opponents only bat .223 against Gremling. The curveball misses outside, 1-1 to Jordan Lambert. Gremling, 30 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 25 hits, 11 earned runs on the year. As he throws over toward Ondina once again, Ondina dives back safely. 9 walks, 24 strikeouts for Mitch Gremling. A 1.11 whip. Now the pitch to Lambert. Ondina taking off, and he will be, he's safe. The shortstop, Buendia, dropped the ball. Francisco Ondina was out by a couple steps. I should say maybe like a second, because he did dive, so technically it wasn't steps.
Oh, yeah, but he long story short, he would have been out. But Scouts catch a break, and, I don't feel too bad about it. That happens to us a lot of the time. It's what happens at this level of college baseball. But now the Scouts with the runner in scoring position and just, magnifies the position that they're in here, trailing by 4 in the bottom of the first.
Aldo Buendia, his first game at shortstop for the Steam. Not quite the start he was looking for in the field. Now the 2-1 to Jordan Lambert. Fastball misses low and away, 3-1. Around the diamond for the Steam today, Alix Holderbach at the hot corner at third. Aldo Buendia and Jace Mercer at shortstop and second in the middle infield. Cole Murphy at first. Now the 3-1 to Lambert. Fastball, chopped foul behind the plate, 3-2.
Well, that's what Jordan Lambert was looking for there. Fastball on the inside, just didn't get a piece of it. You can see it with the body language out there. He had what he wanted.
Hayden Singer behind the plate here in game 1 for the Steam. Gremling takes the sign from him. The 3-2 pitch. Fastball misses high and away. Ball 4, 2 on, 1 out for Kyle Casserly.
and, get guys on any way you can. So now with 2 on for Kyle Casserly, you realize if you're the Scouts that you're a couple hits away from making this a close ball game again. Let's see if they can execute.
Casserly, a 224 hitter on the season, does have 6 doubles. That's second on this Scouts team.
Who's first? Beachy?
Yep. First pitch to Cass. Cass catches the outside corner. 0-1. Beachy has 7 doubles. Cass one behind him with 6. Ondina dances off a second. The 0-1 pitch, way outside, 1-1. If that was a lefty, that would have hit him. Or excuse me, if that was a righty, that would have hit him straight in the back.
And we know that Vogel, or not, that Mitch Gremling has good stuff, as I write Vogelsang's name in my book. But even at any point, you get him to throw a lot of pitches, and he can.
The pitch to Cass, low and inside, 2-1.
You get him to throw as many pitches as he can, and you hope that you can get into that bullpen here in the first game. The way that these teams set up these 2 7-inning games, you want your starters to go as long as possible.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Fastball, ground ball up the middle. Mercer picks it up, tags second, throws to first. A 4 unassisted double ends the threat for the Scouts here in the first inning. And we'll head to the second. Cincinnati has a 4-0 lead. You're listening to Xenia Scouts Baseball on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network. To the top of the second we go here at Grady's Field. A 4-0 Cincinnati Steam lead over the Xenia Scouts as we head to the top half of the second. The first pitch to Hayden Singer, fastball chopped foul down the third baseline. 0-1. Hayden Singer, the catcher today for the Cincinnati Steam, bats from the right side. A 262 hitter on the year. Now the 0-1. Fastball misses low, 1-1. So not the start Jorge Lozano was looking for, obviously, giving up 4 runs on 4 hits. Looks to bounce back here in the second. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball chopped up the middle. Bourgeois charging, picks it up, throws to first, and he's out. A good play by Ange Bourgeois to retire Hayden Singer. 1 down here in the second.
Yeah, great play defensively there by Bourgeois. Good charge, throws on the run. We've seen Bourgeois struggle at times defensively, but as the season's gone on, he's become much more surefire there in that 4-hole. So good job and a good first out to get Lozano here on a roll.
Will Vogelsang, the 9-hole hitter, steps up for the Steam. The first pitch to him. Low, ball 1. Vogelsang bats from the right side, a 266 hitter on the season. Now the 1-0. Chop toward third. Roddy fields it on a couple hops, throws across the diamond. 2 down here in the second.
Couple of ground outs, and I'll basically make the same point I just made. Joey Roddy, who we've seen struggle at times this season, a good defensive play there. Good job on the charge. He once again throws on the run. And credit there to Kyle Casserly. He had to scoop that one out of the dirt, but just gets there in time. So 2 up, 2 down here.
And those are the plays we've kind of seen Jorge Lozano get screwed on through his first few appearances. Just slow rollers in the infield that the scouts can't get to, and it leads to big innings. The first pitch to Jace Mercer, high and away, ball 1. Back to the top of the order for the Cincinnati Steam. Mercer bats from the left side against the righty Lozano. He is a switch hitter. The 1-0. Inside, ball 2. Mercer checked his swing. He did not go around. Jace Mercer has a hit in 5 of his last 6 games. He's reached base in 20 of 22 games played this year. The pitch, low and away, 3-0. So make it 21 of 23 games played as Mercer singled to lead off this game in the first inning. Now the 3-0 pitch from Jorge Lozano. Fastball, low and in, ball 4. 4-pitch walk. And with Jace Mercer on the base pass, that's not the guy you wanted to walk.
Well, absolutely not. We talked about it before. His speed on the base pass, his ability to get things going. Now, Lozano does have 2 outs in this inning, so hopefully he can get one here, and Mercer won't come home to bite him. But this top of the order, the Cincinnati team, very dangerous.
Aldo Buendia to the plate, 1 for 1 today with a single in the first inning. Bats from the right side. Lozano throws over to first. He caught Mercer leaning the wrong way, but he still dives back safely. Aldo Buendia, this is his first appearance with the Cincinnati Steam this year. The pitch, Mercer taking off. Ackerman throws down to second, and they got him. Jace Mercer has now been thrown out stealing 4 times this year. 3 of them have been by Chris Ackerman. Ackerman with a heck of a throw down to second to get the speedy Mercer. And that'll do it for the Steam here in the second inning. No hits, no runs on no hits. No one left aboard for Cincinnati. Will head to the bottom of the second. 4-0 Steam. To the bottom of the second inning, we go here at Grady's Field in Xenia, Ohio. Finally, a home game for the Scouts after about, 5 straight on the road?
It's been a while. It's been since
last weekend.
Yeah, last Wednesday, I believe, right?
You're correct.
More than a week.
A 4-0 Cincinnati Steam lead here in the bottom of the second. First pitch to Chris Ackerman catches the inside part of the zone, 0-1. Ackerman, Caden Owens, and Ryan Park. The 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Scouts due up in this inning. The 0-1 pitch, low and inside, 1-1. Mitch Gremling still on the mound for the Cincinnati Steam. Ackerman, a 246 hitter. He bats from the right side. The 1-1 pitch, fouled off behind the plate, 1-2. Chris Ackerman. One major positive thing in his last 10 games. And now the 1-2 pitch. Curveball chopped toward third. It'll roll foul, 1-2. Excuse me, I should say in his last 7 games, 11 RBIs in his last 7 games after only 1 in his first 10. Looking to get that average up a little, but he's come through with some clutch hits. The 1-2. Off speed, fouled off once again. We'll stay at 1-2.
I think the problem that we've seen with Ackerman is when he can put the ball in play, he's a threat. His batting average on balls in play for most of the season, I haven't recalculated it because that stat's not provided for us, was the highest on the team about a week ago, but he does strike out quite a bit.
The 1-2 pitch, fouled off once again on an off-speed pitch on the outside. We'll stay at 1-2. Yeah, the strikeouts have definitely been a problem. 25 strikeouts for Chris Ackerman. 14 in his last 7 games. The pitch. Curveball got him on the inside corner. Ackerman goes down looking. Mitch Gremling's first strikeout of the afternoon. 1 away. That's now 15 strikeouts, and this is the 8th game for Ack. He's averaging over 2 strikeouts a game in his past 7.
That's not a hugely positive stat, but like you said, Gabe, over that same period, double-digit RBIs for Ackerman. So that's why you're hearing some raw things to work on.
First pitch to Caden Owens outside, ball 1. Owens bats from the left side, a .211 hitter on the season. 12 for 57 from the plate. The 1-0. Chopped foul down the third baseline. Did that hit Owens' front foot and then ricochet foul down the third baseline? Because
yeah, he does look like he's kind of wincing, but he's stepping back in. That one's got to hurt.
The 1-1 pitch. Off speed in there on the outside corner, 1-2. Owens playing right field today for the Xenia Scouts. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. A fastball below the knees. 2 straight strikeouts for Mitch Gremling. 2 away here in the second.
Yeah, hot start for Gremling. He struggled to find the zone a little bit in the top or the bottom of the first inning, I should say. But a couple punch outs here to get things going, and the Scouts run risk here of a really short inning and having to send Lozano out there without much of a break.
Ryan Park to the plate, the designated hitter today. The first pitch, fastball. In there on the outside corner, strike 1. Park bats from the left side. He is a switch hitter. Mitch Gremling, a righty on the mound. The 0-1. Another fastball painting the outside corner, 0-2. Ryan Park, a .279 hitter. The pitch, fastball fouled off, back behind the plate. Will stay at 0-2. And .279 is third on the Xenia Scouts team. That gives you an idea of how much the Scouts have been struggling hitting the ball. The 0-2. Curveball misses low and away, way behind the plate, 1-2. Park will be a sophomore Point Loma Nazarene next season. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses high and outside, 2-2. Park only got 12 at-bats in his freshman year with the Sea Lions at Point Loma. So happy to be an everyday player for the Scouts. The 2-2 misses low and outside, 3-2. Park 19 walks on the season. Leads the Xenia Scouts team. That is 10th in the league. The 3-2 pitch. High ball 4, make it 20 walks for Ryan Park.
Yeah, great job there by Park after falling behind in the count 0-2, working his way back in, drawing the 2-out walk. We've seen Park do it really well all year, and you know, if you're his college coach looking at the statistics for this summer, the walks are a positive, will be a positive, but I don't think that without seeing the games in person, you'll really be able to understand what kind of quality at-bats Ryan Park had out here this summer.
And the .279 average isn't bad for a guy who's normally a catcher. The pitch to Roddy. Fouled off down the first base line, 0-1. Joey Roddy bats from the right side. The redshirt freshman from Ohio State University. Playing third this afternoon for the Scouts. Has struggled from the plate so far. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball fouled off once again, 0-2. Joey Roddy only batting a $149 on the season. Has drawn 13 walks for a .293 on base percentage. Now the 0-2 pitch, high and away, ball one. Tried to go fastball up, Roddy didn't chase. 1-2. Roddy, despite the 149 batting average, is hitting .226 over his last 10. Now he fouls that curveball off. We'll stay at 1-2. So that's pretty positive for Joey Roddy.
Oh, absolutely.
Still, 226 isn't where he would want to be, but it's better than where he's at. That curveball misses inside. 2-2 to Roddy.
We've seen Joey improve a lot at the plate as the season has gone on. His plate discipline has certainly improved. Not swinging at those bad pitches on the outside, especially when falling behind 0-2.
The 2-2 pitch. Curveball, hard ground ball, through the hole, base hit. And now Park's going to move to third, and he is safe. Okay, so I apologize for the delay there, folks. I thought that ball was getting into left field. Aldo Buendia at short actually backhanded that ball a solid 3 or 4 steps into the outfield grass. He threw it over to first anyways. Joey Roddy beat it out. Ryan Park goes to third on the throw. He dives in safely, and Ange Bourgeois is up with runners on the corners and 2 down.
And now if you're Ange Bourgeois, you got a big spot here. Joey Roddy, like you said, falling behind in counts 0-2 and works his way back in, finds himself a hit there. Good speed on the base paths. Runners in the corners now.
Bourgeois goes to lay down a bunt. He whiffs, and Roddy is safe at first after the catcher Singer tried to throw behind Roddy. And I'll tell you what, they almost got him.
Yeah, that was a close one. Joey Roddy was very far off the bag, and the catcher Hayden Singer knew it. A good job to get back quickly.
Bourgeois bats from the left side. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball just misses low and outside. 1-1. Bourgeois, a .241 hitter on the year. A hit here would score the Scouts' first run of the ball game. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses outside, 2-1. And Ange Bourgeois, despite only being a .241 hitter, he has a hit in 13 of his last 17 games. The problem is, in those 13 games, only one of them a multi-hit game. The pitch. Fastball fouled off behind the plate, 2-2. So it's a lot of 1 for 3, 1 for 4, even 1 for 5 days for Ange Bourgeois.
Yeah, not the worst in the world. I mean, he's consistent at what he does. When that was that multi-hit game 1 of the doubleheader against the Joes.
Just 2 games ago, Bourgeois went 2 for 2. Now the pitch. Fastball high. Bourgeois fouls it off back behind the Xenia Scouts dugout down the third baseline. We'll stay at 2-2. Bourgeois steps out, takes a deep breath, and looks at his bat. Steps back in, taps the outside part of the plate. The 2-2 pitch. Chopped foul. It actually hit the front foot of Ange Bourgeois, and we'll stay at 2-2.
Yeah, same thing that happened to Owens, but this time just a little bit more obvious. Bourgeois taking a long time here. Nice little lap outside the batter's box, and it looks like the Cincinnati catcher Hayden Singer is going to take that time to go out and have a word with the starting pitcher, Mitch Gremling.
I sometimes wonder, obviously he's talking to Gremling about something strategic, but I love when catchers do that to give the batter a little more time to limp it off and give him some time to settle in, and you'll see Singer talking to Bourgeois as he gets behind the plate. Bourgeois stands back in. Runners on the corners, 2 down for the Scouts, down 4-0 here in the bottom of the second. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball misses low and in, 3-2 to Ange Bourgeois. Francisco Andino waits on deck. He walked his first time up for Xenia. The Scouts badly needing some runs, down 4. The payoff pitch. Foul ball, skied high and out of play. Bourgeois has new life. The count will stay at 3-2.
Yeah, good job by Bourgeois protecting the strike zone, fouling anything off that he can. And at the end of the day, we talk about pitch count. We try to extend these innings, and after a couple straight punch outs to get things going, the Scouts have, if nothing else, continued to do that here against Mitch Gremling.
Roddy will be taking off. The 3-2 pitch. Fastball, line drive, foul ball. Down the third baseline. 3-2 stays the count. The Scouts trail 4-0 to the Cincinnati Steam here in the bottom of the second. Ryan Park on third, Joey Roddy on first for the Scouts. 2 away here in the bottom half of the second inning. Ange Bourgeois at the plate. The 3 popped up left field. Going back is the left fielder Moffitt. He'll make the grab, and that'll do it for Xenia here in the second inning. A good at-bat from Ange Bourgeois from a pitch count perspective, but he cannot get the run in. It's 4-0 Steam as we head to the third. You're listening to Xenia Scouts Baseball on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network. To the top of the third we go here at Grady's Field. A 4-0 Cincinnati Steam lead over the Xenia Scouts here in Xenia, Ohio today. The Scouts get a home game here to start the weekend. First pitch to Buendia, high and in, 1-0. Aldo Buendia, the shortstop today for the Steam. That's from the right side. 1 for 1 today. He singled back in the first inning. The pitch. Ground ball. Bourgeois at second. Picks it up. 1 away here in the third.
Good job there by Lozano. Quick out.
And in will step Dallas Beaver for the Steam. Beaver bats from the left side. Designated hitter today for the Steam. One of the most dangerous hitters in this league. 37 hits for Beaver, a .346 average. The first pitch to him. Fastball misses away, 1-0. The .346 average is 15th in the Great Lakes League. The 37 hits, though, is tied for 4th. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses high at the eyes. No. Beaver has shown power as well. 7 doubles, a triple, and a home run. The pitch. Fastball, line drive. Cass makes the play at first. A diving stop. Lozano covering the bag, and he dropped the ball.
Oh, that's a tough one there. A tremendous diving play there by Kyle Casserly, but it pulled him off the bag. Looked for a second, and he was going to take it himself. Lozano had to really hustle there, and yeah, he just dropped the ball, couldn't hold on. So just like that, instead of a quick second out, 1 on and 1 out, and a man who has already done some damage today in Alix Holderbach.
A fantastic diving play by Kyle Casserly, and Lozano just couldn't handle the toss. Holderbach, an RBI double his first time up in the first inning. The first pitch, curveball drops in at the knees for strike 1. Alix Holderbach, that was his 6th double of the year, his 14th RBI of the year as well. He bats from the right side. The pitch. Curveball. Ground ball toward Takis. It goes off of his glove. Lands in front of him. He didn't see it. 2 on, 1 out for the Steam.
No runs in this inning going to be charged to Lozano. A couple of errors there. And, you know, it looks like he's settled in somewhat. But the error by Lozano on the exchange and then the error by Takis there. And that's the story we've seen all year with these Scouts.
A hard hit one-hopper to Aaron Takis that just went off of his glove and popped high in the air, and Takis didn't see where it went. The first pitch to Cole Murphy, who bats from the left side. Low in the dirt for a ball. Ackerman lost it, and the runners advanced 90 feet. Second and third, one away for the Steam here in the third.
Just a brutal series of events in the field for the Scouts.
In all reality, Lozano should be out of this inning.
Well, he slightly has himself to blame on that one.
Yes.
Even the ball hit to Takis could have been a double play.
Yes. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball chopped foul down the first baseline. 1-1. Cole Murphy, his first game with the Cincinnati Steam this season. He was with Cincinnati last summer and set the single-season home run record with 12. Had a good summer for the Steam in 2016. Another 1-1 pitch. Curveball misses outside, 2-1. Murphy batted .305 for Cincinnati. 39 RBIs, along with 13 doubles and the 12 homers. He's 0 for 1 today. He grounded out to Bourgeois at second. His first time up. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball low and in. Ackerman makes a great play to stop that ball from going to the backstop. 3-1.
And on 3-1 here with the powerful Cole Murphy at the plate, well, I'm going to have to be careful on what he gives him.
Dallas Beaver at third. Alex Holderbach at second. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball misses outside, ball 4. Bases loaded for Cincinnati.
And in terms of if you're a Jorge Lozano, if you're a Scouts fan, if you're pitching coach Corey Coops, of all people, this is a tough one to watch, knowing that this inning should be and could be and should be over, but the Scouts just haven't been sure-handed in the field so far.
Matt Workington to the plate for Cincinnati. He bats from the right side. He's already done some damage in this one. The first pitch, fastball low. Ackerman blocks it. Kicked to the side, but kept it in front of him. 1-0. Workington, a 2-run home run in the first inning. His third home run of the year. RBIs number 9 and 10. Gave the Steam a 4-0 lead. Now up again here with the bases loaded and only one out here in the top of the third. Cincinnati leads the Scouts 4-0. The 1-0 pitch. Curveball, hard ground ball, foul down the third baseline. Lozano catches a break there. 1-1. Matt Workington. We've seen him, well, we haven't, I should say, seen him do much damage against the Scouts this year. He's only played in one game versus Xenia, 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts.
Well, he quickly turned that around in his first at-bat today.
The 1-1 curveball in there at the chest. Strike 2, 1-2 to Matt Workington. Workington didn't join the Cincinnati Steam club until June 22nd. He's 7 for 30 with 3 RBIs in his last 7 coming into this one. The 7 for 30 is a 233 clip. Now the 1-2 pitch. Curveball misses low and away. Ackerman having to block a lot of balls early and doing an excellent job behind the plate.
Still nobody in the Scouts bullpen. Corey Coops is going to stick with his man Lozano.
And in a 7-inning ball game, you're just trying to get as much out of Lozano as you can. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball ripped foul. Down the first baseline, will stay at 2-2. Matt Workington, I mentioned that he began the season on June 22nd, so this is only his 15th game with the Cincinnati Steam. He now has a hit in 12 of those 15 games. And just talking to Jorge Lozano. Now the 2-2 pitch. Chopped toward Takis at short. He'll have to charge. He'll go to 1. Workington is out, but he got the job done.
Yeah, Dallas Beaver comes home from third there, and because the nature of that ground ball over to short, Takis didn't really have much of a chance to turn the double play. So another run comes home, 5-0 Steam, and a couple of runners in scoring position still for the Steam with 2 away. So Jorge Lozano is still in a little bit of hot water. That run will not be charged, however, to Jorge.
Mike Moffitt to the plate for Cincinnati. He bats from the right side, 0 for 1 today. The pitch, curveball, fouled off, 0-1. Moffitt flew out to Caden Owens in deep right field his last time up. Owens made the grab about a foot in front of the warning track. Moffitt, a 326 hitter, a 306 hitter on the season. 8 doubles, leads this Cincinnati Steam club. He's on a 6-game hit streak coming into this one. The 0-1 pitch, curveball, fly toward right once again. Owens going back, he'll make the grab, and that'll do it for the Steam here in the 3rd inning. They get a run on no hits, and they leave 2 aboard. 5-0 Cincinnati as we head to the bottom of the 3rd. You're listening to Xenia Scouts Baseball on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network.
That was an F what?
Heading to the bottom of the 3rd here in Xenia, Ohio. A 5-0 Cincinnati Steam lead over your Xenia Scouts as we head to the home half of the 3rd inning. The top of the order due up for the Scouts. Francisco Andina, Aaron Takis, and Jordan Lambert will hit here in the 3rd. Andina walked his first time up in the inning, then stole second, but got stranded on second base after an inning-ending double play from Kyle Casserly. The first pitch to Andina. Curveball at the knee, strike 1. Francisco Andina against the Steam this season, including the walk in the first inning, is now 4 for 9 with 2 walks, and his only home run came against the Cincinnati Steam. The 0-1 pitch, low and inside, 1-1. Being a 208 hitter on the year. Today, the first time facing Mitch Gremling, who, as we already mentioned, comes in with a 4-0 record. The pitch, off speed, misses low, 2-1. Gremling's 4 wins, tied for the most in the Great Lakes League. 4-0 in 5 appearances is Mitch Gremling. Opponents only bat .223 against Gremling. Now the pitch. Line drive right to Cole Murphy at first base. Boy, if that's not straight to Murphy, that's a double down the line for Andina.
That's about as unlucky as you can get if you're Francisco Andina. Just a very hard hit ball, but the first baseman Murphy just makes a good play, takes a couple steps to his right, and, just like that, it's as if nothing happened, the same as a strikeout.
Aaron Takis to the plate now for Xenia. The first pitch to him. Low ball 1. Takis 0 for 1 today. He flew out to Mike Moffitt in left field his first time up. The 1-0 pitch misses low and in once again, 2-0. Takis, a 267 hitter on the season. He's 8 for 22, a 363 average with 5 walks and 4 RBIs over his last 7 games. The 2-0 catches the outside corner, 2-1. Gremling working fast. 2-1 pitch. Chopped behind the plate. Foul. 2-2. Aaron Takis playing shortstop today for the Xenia Scouts. Continues to struggle against the Cincinnati Steam. He's now 1 for 9 with 3 walks. This is his 4th game against Cincinnati this year. Takis stepped out. Now he'll step back in and awaits the 2-2 pitch. Gremling sets the delivery. Fastball, hard ground ball. A great sliding play by Aldo Buendia at short. The throw, of course, not in time, as once again he fielded that ball in the outfield turf. 1 on, 1 out for Xenia.
Yeah, great hit there by Takis. Just hard hit ball deep in the 6 hole. Good job by Aldo Buendia to prevent that from possibly turning into a double if it found the right spot in the gap. But, an infield hit's an infield hit, and of the Scouts' 2 hits so far today, both of them coming in that manner.
I mean, Buendia went way back in that 6 hole. Now Jordan Lambert to the plate. The first pitch to him. Fastball low, 1-0. He walked his first time up in the first inning. It was his 10th walk of the year. Lambert bats from the left side. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball high and away, 2-0. And we know that Jordan Lambert will jump on any fastball he gets over the plate. He hits 289, but I can't tell you how many times he sent a line drive right at somebody. The 2-0 popped up right field. Matt Workington settles back. He'll make the grab. 2 away here in the 3rd.
Lambert certainly did jump there and hit the ball hard, but just not nearly deep enough. So a quick couple of outs here, and now Kyle Casserly to the plate.
Cass 0 for 1 today. Grounded into that inning-ending double play back in the 1st. He steps in, taps the outside part of the plate. The first pitch. Line drive over the head of the first baseman Murphy. Base hit down the first baseline. Takis round second. He'll head to 3rd. Kyle Casserly has his 7th double of the year. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. 2 down for the Scouts here in the 3rd.
And that was the hardest hit ball we've seen from a Scouts player so far today. Roddy's hit and Takis hit both being infield singles, but now the Scouts with a couple of runners in scoring position here with 2 away. And Chris Ackerman, a guy who we've seen hit a couple of home runs here at Grady's Field, an opportunity to make this a ball game with really anything hit into the out. Well, any hit would score a run. Unfortunately, 2 outs, of course. The sacrifice fly off.
Ackerman 0 for 1 today with the strikeout looking. A 246 hitter from the right side, but as Andrew mentioned, 2 home runs on the year. The first pitch to Chris Ackerman. Chopped, 3rd base. Holderbach charges, picks it up, fires across the diamond. Ackerman retired. So the Scouts had runners on 1st and 2nd with 1 down in the 1st inning, no runs. Runners on the corners with 2 down in the 2nd, no runs. Now runners on 2nd and 3rd with 2 down in the 3rd, no runs. 5 runners left aboard for Xenia through 3 innings, and they trail 5-0. You're listening to Xenia Scouts Baseball on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network.
To the top of the fourth inning we go here. Andrew Alix here. The Scouts trailing by a score of 5-0. First pitch to the batter, Hayden Singer. Swing and a miss. 0-1 to Hayden Singer. Hayden Singer from Miami of Ohio. 0 for 1 on the day. His first time to the plate. Grounding out over at second. The 0 from into left field. Going back left field, Jordan Lambert. He's going to watch that one bounce at the track and hit the wall. Rounding first and heading for second is Hayden Singer, and he will get there standing. Lead-off double from the Miami Red Hawk. And the Steam with a man in scoring position here. And nobody out. So the third extra base hit allowed by Jorge Lozano. It was an Alex Holderbach double, followed by a Matt Workington home run in the first inning. The other two of those extra base knocks from the Cincinnati Steam. So Lozano finds himself in a precarious position already. It looks like Scouts manager Bubba Cade's going to come out to the mound and have a word with Lozano. Michael Pineda O'Donnell heading out to the bullpen. So for Lozano, it's been tough. It's been a rough go. That blow up first inning, an absolute, certainly not what he was looking for in that top of the first. The second inning, smooth sailing. A couple of ground outs. He then walked Jace Mercer, but a great throw by Chris Ackerman as Mercer tried to steal second, got him. So a de facto 1-2-3 inning for Lozano. The third inning, not the best. It started off with a 4-3 ground out. Then Dallas Beaver came to the plate, hit a hard ground ball over towards first. A great play by Kyle Casserly, but the flip to Lozano covering the bag to get the out was bobbled by Lozano. And so that one was marked as an error on Lozano, and he was safe. Next play, Alex Holderbach to the plate, hits a hard ground ball over towards Aaron Takis, who can't make the play. What looked like a ball that was a tailor-made 6-4-3 double play to end the inning, but Takis couldn't handle it, so another error. He was safe. Cole Murphy then walked, and then Matt Workington brought home another run on a 6-3 ground out, made it 5-0. Mike Moffitt ended the inning with a fly out to right, but a lot of pitches there for Lozano in an inning that really could have and should have been a 1-2-3, but now Lozano's back out to the mound. The batter, Will Vogelsang, first pitch hit hard into deep right center field. Chasing is Francisco Andina. He laid out, but he will not make the grab. Behind him is Caden Owens to back him up, but standing over at second with another double is Will Vogelsang. Hayden Singer advances only to third, because he paused and waited to see if that ball would be caught or not. Didn't have much of a jump. Just like that, it's runners at second and third here with nobody out, and back to the very dangerous top of the order for the Cincinnati Steam. It's Jace Mercer to the plate. Mercer, a .266 hitter on the year. He's 1 for 1 on the day, has reached base twice. A single to lead off this ball game and a walk in the second. He bats from the left side here against the righty Lozano. First pitch fastball off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Top of the fourth inning, 5-0 Steam. Nobody out here with runners at second and third. A ball and no strikes to Jace Mercer. The 1-0 pitch. And that one's hit high in the air on the outfield, but not very deep. Coming in is Jordan Lambert. He makes the grab. Hayden Singer will not tag from third. So an out there for Jace Mercer. Mark that one down as an F7, and that one was maybe 4 or 5 feet into left field. So Hayden Singer making a educated decision, I would say, to not try to test Jordan Lambert's arm from basically the 6th hole. So now with 1 away, it's Aldo Buendia to the plate. Buendia from the University of Texas, San Antonio. The Roadrunners, a Division I program that competes in Conference USA. Runners at second and third here with 1 away. Infield's in, Takis at short, and Roddy both playing on the green park. Curveball first pitch. That one finds the zone. Called strike 1. Nothing in 1 the count here to Buendia. Buendia is 1 for 2 on the day. A single in the first. A ground out to second. Back in the third. The 0-1. And that one grounded back towards Ange Bourgeois. He can't handle it. He'll recover, throw to first in time. The runner at third, Hayden Singer, is going to come home. And for the third time this evening, the Cincinnati Steam runner scores on a routine ground out. So that's the kind of small ball that you're looking for if you're this team. So out number 2, but run number 6. And when I say Bourgeois couldn't handle it over at second. He charged and probably was considering making the third of the plate, but he ended up bobbling it. That's first pitch to Cole Murphy, swung on and missed, strike one. So because of the bobble, not much of a chance to get home. Not a bad play by Bourgeois by any means, ends up getting the runner, but a tough one if you're Jorge Lozano. So 0-1 the count here with 2 away. Runner at third is Will Vogelsong. Curveball on 0-1, missing outside. 1 ball and 1 strike with 2 away. Dallas Beaver, the batter, a .346 hitter on the year. The designated hitter from the University of Central Florida. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Did reach on an error, however, back in the third. Ended up coming around to score. He takes fastball from Lozano on the inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes now with 2 away in the top of the fourth. 6-0 Steam is the score. Will Vogelsong stands at third. Lozano looks to Chris Ackerman. He sets, and the 1-2 pitch. Curveball swung on and miss. Jorge Lozano got him. Strike 3, the first punch out of the day for Jorge Lozano, and that is going to do it for the Steam in the top of the fourth. But 1 run on a couple of hits, and 1 man left aboard for Cincinnati. We have reached the middle of the fourth inning. The Steam lead the Scouts by a score of 6-0. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. You are listening to Xenia Scouts Baseball on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network.
Leading off for the Scouts, number 24, Caden Owens.
So we go into the bottom of the fourth inning. Andrew Alix here alongside Gabe Genovesi. The Scouts trailing by a score of 6-0. Caden Owens to start things off for the Scouts. First pitch to him. Fastball off the plate. 1 ball and no strikes to Caden Owens. Owens from Oral Roberts, a .211 hitter on the year. That's 3 doubles, 6 RBIs. He swings and misses at the 1-0 pitch, evens the count up. 1 ball and 1 strike to Caden Owens. Owens, his first time up, struck out swinging. The second strikeout delivered by the pitcher Mitch Gremling. Gremling delivers the 1-1 pitch. That one in the dirt. The count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike. It'll be Owens, Ryan Park, and Joey Roddy due up for the Scouts here in the home half of the fourth. The 2-1 pitch coming now. That one way inside yet again. A hitter's 3-1 count for Caden Owens. Owens bats from the left side here against the righty Mitch Gremling. 3-1 pitch. That one does find the zone, and the count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. And Owens rips that one over the glove of the shortstop, Aldo Buendia, and he will get to first safely. That one just touched the tip of the glove and goes straight down. Buendia comes down, realizing that he did not have it. So the 4th hit on the ball game for the Xenia Scouts comes off the bat of Caden Owens. And they have the leadoff man aboard here in the home half of the 4th. It's going to bring Ryan Park to the plate. Ryan Park, his first time to the plate, fell behind the count 0-2, but ends up drawing a walk. A great display of plate discipline, but first pitch swing and a miss. 0-1 to the designated hitter this afternoon from Point Loma Nazarene. Park bats from the left side here. He is a switch hitter, so he can do it both ways. Pickoff attempt over to first to try to get Owens, and not going to be in time. Park 19th in on-base percentage in the league. That's at a 449 mark. The 0-1 pitch delivers on the outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Park has also reached base and now, including this game, 13 of the last 14 ball games. Over to him. Curveball, that one clips the outside part of the plate. The count moves 1 ball, 2 strikes. Owens over at first here. Nobody out in the bottom of the 4th. 6-0. Cincinnati is your score. Park awaits the 2-1 pitch, or the 1-2 pitch, I should say. That one on the outside. Now the count 2-2. Park only playing 10 games with Point Loma Nazarene this past season. 1 for 12 at the plate. He did have 2 RBIs. His only hit a double. 2-2 now to Ryan Park. Gremling delivers. And Park hits that one on the ground over towards short. Buendia goes to second for 1. The throw to first for 2. Scooped out of the dirt in time. A 6-4-3 double play. And that clears the base paths. Now 2 away for the Xenia Scouts. So now the man who picked up the first hit of this ball game for Xenia, Joey Roddy, coming to the plate. Roddy, a single, an infield single, hit over towards the shortstop. The shortstop couldn't handle the heat that Roddy put on that ball. Joey, who's a 149 hitter on the year, but has been hotter as of late. First pitch to Roddy. That one comes way on the inside. 1 ball and no strikes to Joey Roddy. Here comes 1-0. Curveball hit hard back towards the Xenia dugout on the third base side. So foul ball makes it 1-1. Roddy hits from the right side here against the righty. The 1-1. Roddy fouls that one out of play. First base side, falling behind in the count. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes, but 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. The Scouts trailing by a score of 6-0. The 1-2 pitch. And Joey hits that one high in the air, towering fly ball, but not very deep left field side. The shortstop, Buendia, has it. He makes the grab. Out number 3. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left aboard for Xenia. We have played 4 innings of baseball here at Grady's Field. The Scouts trail by a score of 6-0. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. You are listening to Xenia Scouts Baseball on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network. Back here for the top of the 5th inning, 6-0 the score in favor of this team. First pitch to Alix Holderbach. Fastball upstairs and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. Special guest in the booth right now. We have Caleb Bly. Caleb, welcome.
Thank you. It's a good game so far, I guess, but we need to get on board right here in the bottom of the 5th.
And 1-0 curveball there from Lozano upstairs. Count now 2-0. Caleb Bly throwing a gem. 6 2/3 innings pitched. A 2-run baseball as Lozano delivers fastball outside part of the plate. A cut strike 1, 2 balls and 1 strike to Alix Holderbach. Holderbach on the day, 1 for 2, an RBI double back in the first inning. Came around to score on that one. His second time to the plate reached on an error from Aaron Takas. That pitch from Jorge Lozano comes way on the inside and just gets a piece of Alix Holderbach's jersey. So a hit by pitch puts the leadoff man aboard for Cincinnati. It looks like Bubba's going to come out to the mound, and this could be it for Jorge.
He's really thrown a good game so far. I mean, his stuff's been working good. Getting that first breaking ball over, first strike, first pitch a lot.
Yeah, certainly a little bit shaky in the beginning in that first inning, but since then, it was a good second inning, a de facto 1-2-3 with a couple of ground outs, the walk followed by the caught stealing. The third inning was where it got a little bit sticky. Started off with a ground out, so at that point, looks he had retired, or he hadn't allowed a hit in 5 batters. But the error, which happened to be on himself that time, puts the runner at first. And then the error by Takas on what could have been the double play. At that point, you have what could have been 3 outs in that inning and what would have been a very short inning. And then from there, it's a walk, an RBI on the ground out that scores the first guy that got on the error. But at the end of the day, that's a lot of extra pitches that you don't want to throw if you're Jorge Lozano.
Oh, exactly. That's a lot. Like on a pitcher, especially on your mentality on the mound, sometimes it throw 10, 15 extra pitches, it wears you down. You get tired.
So now Michael Pineda O'Donnell is on to pitch for Xenia. And give me a scouting report here on Michael Pineda O'Donnell.
He's gonna fill it up. He's a competitor. I see him. Runner gets on, like he'll probably look over to our dugout, try to figure out if this guy on first is gonna run or not. He's aware of everyone, so he's effective reliever. He's been good out of the pen. He started a few games for us this season.
Yeah, Michael Pineda O'Donnell, his numbers on the year. 24 2/3 innings pitched. He's allowed 28 hits, 17 runs, 16 of them earned, a 5.83 ERA for Michael Pineda O'Donnell. A 1-2 record. He has picked up 1 save, but a lot of those runs allowed by Michael Pineda O'Donnell coming in the first couple of games when he was really kind of trying to get things together, more recently in relief. I mean, the 5.83 ERA 5.83 ERA, that is way down from what he had 1 or 2 weeks into the season. But O'Donnell, the righty from Southern New Hampshire University, headed to Philadelphia University this next year after he graduated Southern New Hampshire after just 3 years at the school. Cole Murphy now to the plate, the first guy to face Pineda O'Donnell. Murphy 0 for 1 on the day, an RBI on a 4-3 ground out his first time up. First pitch from Mike, that one just outside. 1 ball and no strikes to Cole Murphy. Murphy, like Gabe mentioned a couple times, a returning guy for the Cincinnati team, set the club record for home runs last season with 12. He bats from the left side here against the righty Michael Pineda O'Donnell. The 1-0 pitch. That one just up and away. 2 balls, no strikes.
Doesn't look like it's missing much either.
Yeah, no, I try not to overdo the just, but those 2 balls were very, very close as Mike head fakes Alix Holderbach over at first. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th. A runner at first, and Pineda O'Donnell just misses yet again. 3 balls and no strikes. Cole Murphy from the University of Cincinnati just got back from what was a full season contract in the Cape Cod League. A 3-0 pitch. That one does find the zone. The get me across pitch hits on the inside part of the plate. 3 balls and 1 strike to the 2016 All-Star Cole Murphy. Matt Workington awaits on deck. O'Donnell looks to Chris Ackerman and then checks over to first. Nothing time. Murphy stands about 6'4", a very lanky, tall guy, a first baseman. You can kind of tell just by looking at him.
Oh, yeah.
And that pitch from O'Donnell missing way on the outside that time. So Mike starts things off with a walk. 2 on and nobody out now for the Steam here in the top of the 5th as they try to tack on to their already 6-0 lead. a guy who contributed to that lead, Matt Workington, coming to the plate. Workington really, I don't want to say broke open this game, but certainly contributed to it. His 2-run home run back in the first made it a 4-0 ball game before the Scouts could even come to the plate. First pitch from Michael Pineda O'Donnell, swung on and missed. Well, actually looks like he just got a piece of that one.
Yeah, it looked like he hit him off the handle. That's a good pitch from Mike getting in there. Go attack, guys. Get in there on him. Let's see what he throws right here.
Yeah.
I would say a slider if I had to guess.
Well, that is the guess. Workington bats from the right side here against the righty Pineda O'Donnell. The 0-1 pitch. And slider, he was right, but that one hit very weakly and will just drop over the head of Kyle Cashley. Rounding third and heading home is Alix Holderbach. He will score an RBI single on a very weakly hit ball to right field. Makes it a 7-0 game in favor of the Cincinnati team. And if you're a pitcher, Caleb, that's a tough one.
That is. That's seems like we've been getting nickel and dime this game some, except for the home run. All their hits, it seemed like I think there's one other double, a home run and another double. And other than that, it seems like they've just been dinking and dunking and dropping them in there. Just lazy fly balls over the infielders.
So a big day for Matt Workington already, that being his 4th RBI of the ball game. And runners at first and second still with nobody out. The batter now Mike Moffitt. Moffitt, a .306 hitter on the year, 8 doubles, a triple, and 3 home runs for the Northern Kentucky player. The Northern Kentucky Norseman, I should say. First pitch swung on and missed there. Sorry, forgot to announce that one. As O'Donnell steps off and looks back, the runner, Cole Murphy, over at second. How did we get here? Well, Alix Holderbach was hit by a pitch. It was followed by a Cole Murphy walk. And then an RBI single from Matt Workington scored Holderbach over from second. So in the 3rd straight inning, where the Steam have tacked down an extra run, still nobody out. That one hit on the ground over towards short. Takis dive, but it ricochets off the glove and rolls into left field. 1 run's going to come home. The throw to third is going to hit off the leg of the runner, Matt Workington, and that's going to roll into the Scouts' dugout. And I'm not sure how they can rule that because it went off the leg. Will that be ruled as a traditional out-of-play ball?
It looks like it.
Yes, it will. So now Cole Murphy scored. Matt Workington gets ahead to third. So mark that one down as what will be check that. Murphy and Workington get to score. So now the score is 9-0 in the favor of the Cincinnati Steam, and the Scouts just can't seem to catch a break all day.
No, we can't compound errors like that. I guess the first one wasn't really an error.
Yeah, that's
bounced off the glove, tough hop.
Yeah, it's hard to blame. It's hard to completely blame Takis on that one because he made the effort.
Yeah, it's not an error, but it's just a tough bounce.
Yeah,
it's a good slider right there by Mike.
Yeah, because first pitch slider from Michael Pineda O'Donnell finds the zone. 0-1 here. Still nobody out in the top of the 5th inning. Now 9-0 in favor of Cincinnati. The pitch from Pineda O'Donnell. That one, a slider again, gets past the glove of Chris Ackerman. The runner at third, Mike Moffitt's going to slide in safely on the wild pitch. The Steam have reached double digits now, 10-0 Cincinnati. And it's a tough pill to swallow on a lot of these plays throughout this game if you're the Xenia Scouts. So the base is now cleared. A ball and a strike to Hayden Singer. 4 runs have already come home here in the top of the 5th inning. The pitch from Mike. That one a slider on the outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Singer from Miami of Ohio. His last time to the plate, a double just 1 inning ago. Part of his 1-for-2 day. Came around to score on that double on an RBI ground out from Aldo Buendia. 2-1 pitch from Pineda O'Donnell is low. Make it 3-1. Singer, a .262 hitter on the year, 3 doubles, 2 RBIs for the Miami Redhawk. A 3-1 pitch, and that one's hit hard on the ground, third base side. That's going to roll down the left field line and into deep left field, rounding first and heading for second. The throw to second is going to be high and ricochet off the glove of Ange Bourgeois. It's backed up by the first baseman, Kyle Casserly, so no advance. But call that one a double, the second double of the game from Hayden Singer, the second double in a row from the Cincinnati Steam. And the Scouts have still yet to get an out in this ball game, and looks like I see Titus Collins warming up out there in the bullpen. Pineda O'Donnell, this has not been his best performance in relief so far this season by any means. First pitch now to Will Vogelsang is lifted into center field. Coming in is going to be Francisco Andina. He'll make the grab, the first out of this top of the fifth inning for the Scouts.
I will say though, Mike hasn't had a ton of hops go his way. He's just
Oh yeah, well now it's like as said. There you go. Yeah, like it's been said, it's just the Scouts have yet to catch a break, and these bad breaks have just been compounding on each other. And it's easily could be that first pitch. Curveball comes on there. Actually, looks like a slider.
Yeah, it's a slider. I think this guy right here, Mercer, for the Steam, he's a tough out. I tell you what, I pitched against him in relief when we went to their place, I guess 2 or 3 times ago, and he's definitely tough out, good hitter.
And a lot of speed on the base path.
For sure. Bunt threat.
0-1 to Jace Mercer now. One away here in the top of the fifth. 10-0. Cincinnati is the score. The pitch from O'Donnell. That one hit on the ground towards short. Takis backhands it. Throws over to first. Not in time. So an infield hit for the very speedy Chase Mercer. And a tough break for Aaron Takis there. As it looks like he almost hesitated a little bit, but even without the hesitation, Jace Mercer's speed, that's going to be a tough play to beat.
Oh, no doubt. You can't really blame Tack for that. He got the ball, got out of his hand pretty quick, made a good throw, and Mercer's just there. He's a lefty, so it makes it easy to get out of the box. Actually, I think he switch hits, but when he's hitting left-handed, it's hard to get him out.
So Bubba Cates going to come out to the mound and have a word with Michael Pineda O'Donnell and the entire infield here. Let's recap what's happened this inning. Alix Holderbuck hit by a pitch. Then Cole Murphy walked. An RBI single from Matt Workington. An RBI double off the bat of Mike Moffitt brought home Cole Murphy, and then ended up bringing home Workington as an error on the throw to third. Ended up ricocheting off the leg of Workington we'll just cut it here. No need to relive this entire thing. 10-0 is the score in favor of the Cincinnati Steam. The batter now, Aldo Buendia. He is 1 for 3, a single and a couple of ground outs. One of those ground outs bringing home a run. He bats with 2 on and 1 out. First pitch lined into the glove of Joey Roddy. Roddy's going to go back to first and get Jace Mercer off the bag. An F5-3 double play, and that will do it for the Steam in the top of the fifth. But they add 4 more. 4 runs on 5 hits and a couple of guys left aboard for Cincinnati. We have reached the middle of the fifth. 10-0 is the score in favor of the Cincinnati Steam. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. You are listening to Xenia Scouts Baseball on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network. So we're back here in the bottom of the fifth. Andrew Alix alongside Caleb Bly. Ange Bourgeois to lead things off. First pitch, he takes it in the air towards center field. The center fielder has it. Will Vogel saying he makes the grab. A quick out number one. Let's mark that one down as an F8. And now back to the top of the order with Francisco Andina and Aaron Takis. Caleb, what have you seen from the starting pitcher, Mitch Gremling, for the Cincinnati team that has kept the scouts in check so far today?
He's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. He's throwing it pretty good. He's a right-hander, throwing upper 80s, 80, probably upwards of 89, 90, maybe even that high. But a lot of first pitch strikes and just getting in on guys.
The 1-0 pitch. That one, fastball, outside part of the plate, evens up the count 1-1. Andina is at the plate. He is 0 for 1 today. He led the game off with a walk and then lined out hard to the first baseman, Cole Murphy. His second time to the plate, the 1-1 pitch. That one slider on the inside. Not called a strike there, so 2-1 now to Francisco Andina. It's Andina at the plate. Aaron Takis awaits on deck. Francisco bats from the left side here against the righty, the 2-1 pitch. And that one, some chin music upstairs and inside. The count goes 3-1, a favorable count for Francisco Andina, who has drawn walks well all year.
If I do remember correctly, last at bat, he lined one to the first baseman, just right at him.
Yeah, no, not even right at him, but because of the big frame of Murphy, that's like a 6'8" guy. As that one 3-1 low and away, ball 4. So Francisco Andina draws his second walk of the ball game. Make that walk number 20 for Francisco Andina all year. That would make him first on the team stand alone if Ryan Parker came into the game with 19, didn't walk already today. So Andina and Park just duking it out for the most walks on the club. So 1 on and 1 out now for the Scouts. Aaron Takis to the plate. Takis 1 for 2 on the day. His single, the second hit of the day for the Scouts. That came back in the third. First pitch to him, a called strike 1. Takis from Corinne University, a .267 hitter on the year. Only 1 extra base hit, 1 double. He has driven in 9 runs. He bats from the left side here against the righty, the 0-1 pitch, and Takis lines that one, but now bounces on the ground. Mercer, the second baseman, goes to second for 1. The third at first for 2 will not be in time. So they get Francisco Andina, the lead runner, over at second for out number 2, but Takis safe at first with the fielder's choice. So good hustle there by Aaron Takis to prevent that from being an inning-ending double play.
Oh, yeah, especially the lefty. You've got to hustle down the line. That was a really good 90 from Takis right there to be safe at first. That's huge.
So that's going to bring Jordan Lambert to the plate. Aaron Takis stands over at first here with 2 away in the bottom of the fifth. The Scouts trailing 10-0. First pitch to Jordan. Low and inside, the catcher, Hayden Singer, tries to throw over to first to get Aaron Takis leading off the bag, but Takis slides in safely. So he remains safe. 1 ball and no strikes. Here to Jordan Lambert with 2 away. As Jordan hits the 1-0 pitch down the first base line, but foul. Evens the count up, 1 ball and 1 strike. Jordan 0 for 1 on the day. A fly out to right in the third. He walked his first time up, however. Lambert from the left side here against the righty. Takis leads the pitch. And Jordan hits that one on the ground towards second base. 1 hop to the second baseman, Jace Mercer, who underhand tosses over to first for out number 3. So the Scouts, no runs on no hits, and 1 man left aboard. In the home half of the fifth, we have played 5 innings of baseball here at Grady's Field in game number 1 of this doubleheader. Scouts trailing by a score of 10-0. I am going to step aside. Gabe Genovesi will come back, and Caleb Bly going to stay right here in the booth. So don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. You are listening to Xenia Scouts Baseball on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network.
To the top of the sixth inning we go here at Grady's Ohio. A 10-0 Cincinnati Steam lead over your Scouts as we head to the sixth. Gabe Genovesi here on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network, joined by my partner Caleb Bly, who pitched a heck of an outing last game against the Hamilton Joes, a 6-2 victory over the Joes. Bly struck out 9, went 6 2/3, I believe. Yes, 6 2/3, only allowed 3 hits. You gave up 2 runs, though, man. Do better,
I did.
please.
I know. I got to do better there, especially the home run ball. Wish I could have that one back.
Dallas Beaver leads it off for this team here in the sixth. The first pitch from Titus Collins. Curveball misses high and in, 1-0. Collins, the third pitcher of the day for the Xenia Scouts. Michael Pineda O'Donnell's final line. 1 inning pitched. 4 hits given up as the 1-0 to Beaver. Line drive right to Takis in the middle infield. 1 away here in the sixth.
It's actually, I haven't seen that this season. We playing a shift. Takis playing over second. Ange moved over in the hole against Beaver there. He's a big lefty. Obviously, he wants to pull the ball. And Titus just happened to give him a pitch to get a line drive right to Takis right there. It's a good job.
Without the shift, that ball lands on the edge of the brown turf and the green turf out there. We don't have dirt here at Grady's Field, but the turf. 1 away, and Alix Holderbach steps in from the right side. The first pitch to Holderbach, line drive. That'll land in right center field. Base hit. Alix Holderbach has his second hit of the day. 1 on with 1 out for the Steam. Back to Pineda O'Donnell's final line. 1 inning pitched, 4 hits given up, 3 runs, all of them earned. A walk and no strikeouts for Pineda O'Donnell. Titus Collins on the year, a 5.06 ERA in 10 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 15 runs, but get this, only 6 of them earned. The walk has been the issue with 11 walks compared to only 5 strikeouts. The first pitch to Cole Murphy down and away, 1-0. In a game like this, Bly, are you just let's get this one over with in the dugout? How's the mood in the dugout in there?
Right now, a lot of the guys in the dugout are probably getting ready to get on that second game, just kind of throw this one in and get ready out to the next game. But, you got to battle. You got to get out there. We need to score at least. We can't get shut out. That's one mentality. You're never too far away. We've had teams score 10 runs on us in 1 inning. We've scored 10 runs on other teams in 1 inning. You're never too far out, and it's always like you got to stay positive and got to keep battling.
Count 2-1 on Cole Murphy as Collins looks over towards first. Holderbach stays put. Cole Murphy, this is his first game with the Cincinnati Steam this season. The 2-1 pitch swung on and missed. Off speed down at the knee. Murphy grounded out to Bourgeois at second his first time up. Walked his next 2 times in the third and the fifth. So 0 for 1 with a couple of walks today for Cole Murphy. The pitch misses outside, 3-2. Collins takes the sign from Ackerman. The 3-2 pitch. Blooped to foul right into the Xenia Scouts dugout down the third baseline. I believe that's Kyle Bruner out there.
Yeah, that's who it looks like. He, I don't know that he's throwing yet, but it looks like he's at least stretching.
Right. Bruner in the bullpen. Now the 3-2. Off speed, got him.
Good pitch.
Catches the outside, upper and outside part of the zone. Collins gets Murphy looking, his first strikeout of the day. 2 away here in the sixth. And Matt Workington to the plate for the Cincinnati Steam. Workington, 2 for 3 today. The 2-run home run back in the first inning that made it 4-0. And then an RBI single back in the fifth last inning, which made it 7-0. The first pitch to Workington. Curveball misses high. Ackerman goes to first. Holderbach dives back safely. Matt Workington came into today a .322 hitter. That is third on this Steam Ball Club. Now the 1-0 pitch. Curveball way above the head of Matt Workington, 2-0. And we've talked about it before, but Titus Collins, a relatively new pitcher, just to baseball, not just Xenia Scouts, went to Bruton Parker College to wrestle. The baseball coach saw him throwing and said, hey, we need some arms. As the 2-0 pitch misses low and outside, 3-0. When you are first starting like that, what's your main piece of advice to someone who literally threw in 5 games this past spring, and that was his first 5 games in several years? As the 3-0 pitch catches the outside corner at the knees, 3-1.
I mean, my advice would be just like be competitive. Go out there and throw strikes, fill it up. I mean, obviously your stuff isn't going to be as good as it was when you used to play or anything like that. But
the 3-1 pitch swung on and missed off speed low, but Workington went fishing, 3-2 the count.
But yeah, Titus has that bulldog mentality he got from wrestling, and you can tell he's up there. He's never down the count. He's always throwing strikes, always trying to get out. So that's. I mean, he's got a great mindset out there for a pitcher.
Workington steps back in from the right side. The 3-2 pitch, runner going. Workington chops one toward third. Roddy charges, makes the play, throws across the diamond. He got him.
It's a great play right there.
A good play by Joey Roddy, a 5-3 putout to end the inning. We'll head to the home half of the 6th. A 10-0 Cincinnati Steam lead here at Grady's Field against the Xenia Scouts. We head to the home half of the 6th inning. A 10-0 Cincinnati Steam lead over the Xenia Scouts. Casey Grimm in to pitch for the Cincinnati Steam. Grimm has only appeared in 5 games so far for Cincinnati. Hasn't allowed an earned run. Has given up 2 runs, none of them earned. 2 walks, 6 strikeouts in 7 innings pitched for Casey Grimm. Grimm, a 5'11 lefty from Wright State Lake University, had a 4.06 ERA with the Lakers in his freshman season, went 6-2 in 15 appearances. He'll face Kyle Casserly to begin the bottom of the 6th. Cass bats from the left side against the lefty Grimm. The first pitch inside, ball 1. Kyle Casserly, his last time up, a double down the first base line in the 3rd inning. He's 1 for 2 today. That double was his 7th double of the year. Wow. Curveball catches the zone on the outside corner, 1-1. Kyle Casserly, a redshirt junior at Wright State. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball, ground ball up the middle, past the diving glove of the shortstop, Buendia. Kyle Casserly has his 2nd hit of the day. He's 2 for 3. Leadoff runner aboard here in the 6th for the Scouts.
Here of late, Kyle Casterly has been a hit machine. He's always on base, it seems like. Now Ackerman comes up to the plate. We'll see what he can do right here. He's definitely got home run power. Hopefully we can get a RBI maybe and cast from first.
Casterly, a 265 average in his last 10 games as the first pitch to Ackerman is low, ball 1. Came into today with a 224 average and Cass is 2 for 3 as he stands on first. Ackerman, meanwhile, is 0 for 2. The pitch, low and in, 2-0 to Chris Ackerman. Ack, a 246 hitter coming into game 1 of this doubleheader. Catching here in game 1, I wouldn't be surprised if he's in a DH role in game 2 as the 2-0 pitch is outside 3-0. But also wouldn't be surprised to see Chris Ackerman out of the lineup in game 2. It's hard on catchers to go both games. I don't even know. In school ball, do you ever have a catcher catch both games of a doubleheader? The 3-0 pitch catches the outside corner 3-1.
At OBU, we have our starting catcher will catch 1 through 5 if we have a doubleheader, and we'll play a 7 and a 9 or 2 7s, and then another catcher comes in.
The 3-1 pitch, fastball grounded toward a third, to second for 1, over to first. Ackerman is out. A 5-4-3 double play, 2 down here in the 6th.
But then we'll have another catcher come in like the 5th or 6th and catch the last 2 or 3, and our starting catcher will come out and warm the next pitcher, and then he'll go back in to start the next game too. So he usually gets like a 3-inning break, and then maybe at the end of the game, depending on what the score is, he'll come out and our other guy will go back in. So
okay. Caden Owens to the plate now for the Scouts. He's 1 for 2 today with a single his last time up in the 3rd inning. Now he lines one up the middle. Good play by Buendia at short. Fires to first, and Owens is out. The leadoff hit by Casterly, but the double play and the Owens line out to short does it for the Scouts here in the 6th. 10-0 Steam as we head to the 7th. You're listening to Xenia Scouts Baseball on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network. We head to the 7th here at Grace Field. Game 1 of a doubleheader, so last inning of play, the Scouts trailed 10-0 against the Cincinnati Steam. First pitch to Mike Moffitt, high, ball 1. Moffitt today 1 for 3, an RBI single his last time up in the 5th. The 1-0 from Titus Collins, swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch down low, 1-1.
Like throw I saw from Collins back in that 6th inning. Did some good work, got Cole Murphy swinging. Probably the best inning that we've seen from any Scouts pitcher thus far.
The 1-1 catches the outside corner, 1-2. Collins talked about it with Caleb Bly a little as the 1-2 pitch is outside and away. Outside and low. Outside and away, that's kind of the same thing.
Outside and away, yeah. That's like saying high and up. Don't worry, I've done it 10,000 times.
The 2-2 pitch. Inside, it hits Moffitt on the front elbow. He'll take his base.
Second hit by pitch of the game for the Scouts. And the leadoff man aboard. A familiar setting that we've seen the Cincinnati team in so far today, Gabe.
Hayden Singer now steps to the plate for the Steam. 2 for 3 today. A double in the 4th inning, a double in the 5th inning. Doubles 4 and 5 on the year for Hayden Singer. Ended up coming around to score the 6th run of the game in the 4th. He bats from the right side against the righty Titus Collins. Collins now throws over to first. Moffitt back easily. So with a 10-0 deficit here in the 7th, obviously the Scouts are looking forward to game number 2. It's the first pitch to Hayden Singer is low and away.
It ain't over till it's over. This one might be closer to over, but you never know.
Yeah, I would say so. The 1-0 pitch. Off speed, fouled off behind the plate, 1-1. And the Scouts badly need a win in game number 2 of the doubleheader.
No, big time.
It's almost necessary, as this loss drops them 3.5 back of the Cincinnati Steam. The 1-1 pitch now. Curveball catches the outside part of the zone, 1-2.
Well, I mean, at a certain point, you just don't want to, because after this weekend, with the Lima Locos coming to town, those are going to be 2 difficult games.
The 1-2 pitch. Curveball swung on and missed. Hayden Singer goes down swinging. Titus Collins gets his 2nd strikeout of the day. 1 down here in the 7th.
Yeah, good job there by Collins. But back to what we were saying. The Locos coming to town, and as the amount of games, we'll have, 11 games left after this? After the weekend, I should say.
The Locos, yes.
You don't want to be like 4.5 back with 11 to go. That becomes a very steep hill to climb.
You're looking to stay in that 2 to 3 game back range with about 10 to go and then make a surge. Now the 0-1 pitch to Will Vogelsang down low, 1-0. Vogelsang 1 for 3 today. He doubled back in the 4th inning. That's it. The 1-1 pitch. Off speed, popped up center field. Ondina retreating back, makes the grab, 2 down.
If there's been any bright spots so far this game, gotta say Collins has done very well, assuming that he doesn't give up a ton of runs with 2 away here, but good showing by Titus.
Jace Mercer now to the plate for the Steam. He's 2 for 3 with a walk today. Couple of singles. He'll bat from the left side, being a switch hitter against the righty Collins. The first pitch catches the outside corner, 0-1. Mercer was a .266 hitter on the year coming into this game. The speed demon did get caught stealing earlier. The 0-1 pitch, curveball misses high and away. Jace Mercer now has a hit in 6 of his last 7 games. And he's reached base in 21 of 23 games for the Cincinnati Steam. The pitch. Fastball line drive, base hit, right center field. Ondina cuts it off. He'll throw in quickly. Mercer will hold with a single. Moffitt moves from first to third. Runners on the corners, 2 down for the Steam here in the 7th.
Heck of a game for Jace Mercer, 3 for 4 with a walk. So certainly getting that batting average up. A very talented guy. We heard Caleb Bly talk about it when he was in the booth. Certainly just very effective in that leadoff spot for the Steam.
And Mercer continues to hit the Scouts. He was 6 for 15 with 5 walks coming into today. So make it 9 for 19 with 6 walks. The first pitch now to Buendia catches the outside. 0-1. 9 for 19 with 6 walks for Jace Mercer, along with 4 RBIs against the Scouts. The 0-1 to Buendia. Curveball, chopped foul. Back toward the Xenia Scouts dugout, 0-2. Buendia in his first game with the Cincinnati Steam this summer. 1 for 4 with a single back in the first inning. One of those was an RBI ground out to the second baseman Bourgeois, however. The 0-2 pitch. Low and inside. It bounces away from the catcher, Ackerman. Moffitt scores 11-0 Steam.
That's a tough one.
And the count will go to 1-2 on Aldo Buendia. Collins takes the sign from Ackerman. Mercer for the Steam. 2 down here in the 7th. The 1-2 pitch. Line drive, left field. Lambert coming in, makes the grab. Down go the Steam in the 7th, but not before a run on 1 hit, and it's 11-0 Cincinnati as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. You're listening to Xenia Scouts Baseball on the Xenia Scouts Radio Network. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning, 11-0 Cincinnati Steam over the Xenia Scouts. Only playing 7 innings in this doubleheader, this being game 1 of the doubleheader. So the Scouts down to their final 3 outs. Alix Darden in to pitch for the Cincinnati Steam, the 3rd pitcher of the day for the Steam. The first pitch to Ryan Park, outside, ball 1.
Alix Darden, an inning and a 3rd pitch so far this season. He allowed 3 runs. Only 1 of them were earned. 1 strikeout, 2 walks. He allowed 2 hits that inning. That's good for a 6.75 ERA.
Park fouls the next pitch off. 1-1. So a pretty hefty loss for the Scouts today as Park swings through an off-speed pitch. 1-2. Ryan Park 0 for 1 with a walk today. Now the 1-2 pitch from the lefty Darden. Curveball swung on and missed. Strike 3. Alix Darden gets Park on the curveball, 1 away.
At this point, the Scouts are just going to have to shake it off. They have a whole nother game of baseball to play, and that game has been magnified.
Big time. First pitch to Joey Roddy. Line drive, right field. The right fielder, Workington, goes back, makes the grab, 2 down. That ball looked like it was going to get in the gap for a second.
Yeah, it hung in the air for a little while longer than I thought it would. I thought Joey Roddy might have picked up his 2nd hit of the day, but no cigar for the big man from Boston.
2 quick outs for Alix Darden. And in steps Ange Bourgeois for the Scouts. 0 for 2 today with a fly out to left in the 2nd inning, a fly out to the center fielder Vogelsang in the 4th inning. The first pitch, fastball, ground ball towards 2nd. Mercer picks it up, fires to 1st. That'll do it. A 1-2-3 inning for Xenia to end the game. And we will play game 2 of this doubleheader here shortly, normally about 25 to 30 minutes on the break. Just to give you the final numbers from this game, super quick. We're not going to do a real long post game with game 2 coming up. No runs on 5 hits and 6 left aboard for the Xenia Scouts. For the Cincinnati Steam, 11 runs on 12 hits, 5 left aboard. Mitch Gremling gets his league-leading 5th win of the year. He moves to 5-0. Jorge Lozano is now 1-4 on the season. He takes the loss. The Steam improved to 17-11. The Scouts moved to 13-14, and they're 3.5 back from the Cincinnati Steam in the division. The good thing is, with the doubleheader, you can get one back right here. If you win the second one, you call it even. You leave today 2.5 back with still 30, so almost a must-win